Hey, back with another DVD review. This is a new pickup I got last week. New release. It is the Joker Blu-ray, starring Joaquin Phoenix and Robert De Niro. So basically, there's different like cases that you could get. There's a steelbook case. So I got this at Target. So this is what they were selling. So it's I got Joaquin Phoenix as the Joker on the cover. Uh, Here's the side view of it. Oop, lighting is bad. Here's the back. As you can see, and slip this off. You get this cover, the back, and then the DVDs. You get the two DVDs in here, the Blu-ray and your standard DVD. Uh, so I actually saw this movie for the first time the other day. I did not. I did not watch this. I didn't go to the theater to see this when it came back, and I think when it came out in like September, I heard like really good things about it. So definitely, when this came out on DVD, I just definitely wanted to pick this up. So basically, I mean, if you've never seen this movie, I highly recommend it. And if you're thinking of taking a chance with it, you maybe not buy the DVD, but maybe rent it or get it on stream it. So basically, what I like about this movie is, I don't want to do any spoilers, but this is takes place in 1981, the early 80s, and when you watch it, which was pretty cool, it was almost as if you gave this movie to someone that's never heard about this film, knows nothing about movies, or just wants to have them put it on in, and they'll think actually that this movie was shot in like the late 70s or early 80s. This is the way it was shot. In the beginning, just reminds me of a movie with Robert De Niro called Taxi Driver, a classic. So you have that feel to it, that presentation, the way the film looks, the way the setup, the way they did the credits in the beginning, the way when the Joker, uh, title comes under the screen, very very of that old school. I don't know if you call it old school, but the way of filming. So you may when you put it in, you think that you was like this had been made in like the 80s or something. The filmmakers did such a really good job of recreating that era. Something that I in films like I really really like. Um, as for what Kim Phoenix is, you can't compare. The thing is, like, you can't compare him to the other Jokers, Heath Ledger and Jared Leto. This is a totally different take of the character. Uh, so you can't like. I mean, I know a lot of people like to compare, the different. Everybody that's played Jokers. Well, who's the best one? I think everybody's done the best of what they have and their interpretation of the character. But for this one, again, we go to the writing and the filmmakers. This was directed by Todd Phillips, uh, and bringing it more down. Not, I mean, it's a comic book character, but not having it flashy, not having like this like science fiction, or making it more realism to it. Bring some realism to it. That's kind of one of the reasons why I liked Christopher Nolan's take on the Dark Knight. Christian Bale. Batman Begins, The Dark Knight, Dark Knight Rises. Again, these are fantasy films, but the filmmakers put a lot of respect to it, and made it like kind of like if this would happen in society in real life. So basically, this is definitely a grounded film, meaning there's not much. I mean, it's very realistic in a sense that they don't go over the top with like the comic book. Examples would like certain comic books. They really put in the fantasy elements into it. Like the X-Men series. You have mutants and all that. Things that you can't really see. Exist really in real life. Something like this, where you see a man with mental issues is put through situations in the movie that put him over the edge, and you see him finally snap. people can relate to, well, can see that that can happen in society today. So I know I'm talking a lot, but so special features. What do we get here? We get the making of behind the scenes look at the creation of the film. So you get like interviews with the filmmakers, what Joaquin Phoenix. I didn't get a chance to watch all the special features, but they do have a good documentary in the beginning, and they're pretty much talking the whole process of the film. Joaquin Phoenix becoming the Joker. I mean, he talks about the weight that he had to drop down in order to get you know get into the role and stuff. So which was pretty cool. So definitely recommend this film. I think that this is something that you should and then I look forward to I know they're gonna be making Joker 2, and I look forward to seeing that, and seeing like how they incorporate Batman perhaps. I know that they're making another Batman film. I don't know if that's gonna have a connection to this one, but I mean, it's going to be really hard to cast another Joker in the future in other films. I think that Joaquin Phoenix is probably going to be the Joker if they admit, if they're smart. Filmmakers are smart. They'll go with him going forward in any like Joker movie or any appearance with the Joker. Definitely use that character, and definitely I look forward to the sequel and to see what's up, what's going to happen next.